Hi guys, this is Joanne Interiors and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to be back, this time with a sad story. Yeah, and in this story, I lose. Remember in the past videos, I've been giving you my past experiences of how I have been winning. First, I get the 1 million. After I make myself a good and big business. Uh, Three, I own myself a car, all at the age of 19. So all this time I have been winning, guys. But this time I lose. Guys, welcome back. So now I'll just go straight to the point. So guys, it was one night I had a dream. And in this dream, I saw my shop being broken into, and I woke up in the middle of the night because I realized my so many things had been taken away from my shop. So I woke up. It was around 3. I called my neighbor and I told her, I had this dream and I can't even sleep. I saw people breaking into my shop and so many things were taken away. And she was like, "Gosh, Joanne, do you also believe in dreams? That was just a dream. Come on, go back to sleep and don't feel scared." And I was like, okay, because the reason I was calling her, I wanted her to check for me if there's any commotion outside my shop. Actually, I told her and she was like, easy, there's no problem. Everything is just fine. And actually, yeah, she went out and told me everything is just fine. So relax, that was just a dream. So I slept and I woke up to normal life and time went by. So this dream happened in May. In December 12th, it was a Jamhuri Day. So I have a normal working day. Then later on in the evening, I went out with my friends and then went back home early, took a rest. And the following morning, I woke up to so many calls. And just the way you put your phone on silent mode and then you sleep. So when I woke up, my phone had so many missed calls, and all of them, when I checked, were relating to my work, my neighborhood, and also people that worked around me. So I called back, and the first phone call I made, the lady asked me, "Did you leave your shop open last night? Because your shop is open and there's no one. We can't see any movement." So I was like, "Hi, are you sure?" Because I, last I checked, we closed the shop before I left. So I was like, okay. So then I made another call. The other lady told me my shop was 5 kilometers from Thika Road. So the lady called told me, I've walked from Thika Road towards your shop, and there's this thread that has come all the way from Thika Road up to your shop. And I was like, this is now serious. So guys, I didn't even make another call. So I took a shower, drove so quick to where my shop was, and getting there, guys, it was a mess. It was a mess. So thugs broke into my shop, carried things worth 300,000. They carried my machines. They carried some curtains that were so expensive. Some were from the United States and had been brought for some work to be done on them. Others, I had two more mansions. So they all went together with everything else that those people carried. And when in my kind of business, when we saw used thread, so that's the reason I'm getting the thread leaving the shop all the way to Thika Road. Yeah, and that called on to the neighbors, and they were like, how come this thread has gone all the way from Thika Road up to where? So some wanted to go and make sure where is this, especially those who are footing. And guys, I was broken for sure this time. I was broken. I didn't know, I didn't think about it, I didn't figure something like this out. So now what broke me 10 times was the fact that the curtains that were taken that belonged to one of the mansions, the client was supposed to do a housewarming on a Saturday, and it's on a Tuesday. Wow. So now I'm left wondering, what do I do? How do I manage to get all the stuff that we had collected? Because we had done so much outsourcing and coming to a conclusion for all the bedrooms, the living room, the kitchen, it broke my heart into pieces. So guys, I have now to go back to my account, withdraw all the money I have, because like this client who her case was urgent. She needs to move in. So what do I start telling her? What do I tell her that you don't have your things anymore? Like, so I went to the bank, withdrew the money, went back to the market, did the research again, and then did the delivery on Friday. Then after the housewarming and all that is when a week after is when I sat the client down and gave her the story. She was shocked. Yeah, it broke her heart as well. She cried together with me. It had happened already. Because I wouldn't have given her excuses. I wouldn't have told her anything. She trusted me. She gave me her things to work on, and now, boom. So now, the rest, I tried to sort them out, and which I did, and later on also bought back the machines I managed. I got back my machine, and I went back to work normally. But guys, I learned something. How many times do you dream and take dreams for granted? How many times do you have a dream and just say that's just a normal dream? Because if I had the right spiritual senses, I would have known the danger of that dream. Guys, I would have been able to pray against that dream. This time I was a baby spiritually. I didn't know the weight dreams do carry. Until then, I learned a lesson, and a hard one, because 300,000 down just because I ignored a mere dream. Little did I know God was telling me there is a big, big trouble ahead. You need to pray, you need to cancel, you need to refuse what the devil is trying to do. No, guys, I didn't know. So now, I learned a very hard lesson that in any dream you have, please, be it a good dream or a bad dream, you need to pray about it. Because, for instance, if it's a good dream, you need to pray until whatever good happens. If it's a bad dream, you need to cancel and tell the devil that is not your portion. So you are there, you are not a believer, or you don't believe in dreams. You better start believing that dreams actually are a communication from God. And you can only have a dream when you're sleeping. Okay, there are people who have communications when they're just sleeping and not maybe opening their eyes, but most of the dreams come to you when you're asleep. So any dream you have, especially one that you can remember everything, my friend, if you're taking it for granted, you're putting yourself into deep trouble. Because even that good dream requires more prayers so that it comes to pass. So learn from me. I learned the hard way. Don't ignore any dream you have. Don't ignore, because the moment you do ignore, you're going to be regretting later on. And sometimes dream might not be exactly that time that you're thinking of. Like personally, I thought when I had that dream, it was happening that time when I woke up. But God loves us so much that He talks to us before the danger comes. He gives you time to prepare. He gives you time to pray against it or time to pray about it. But we don't know that. Most of you don't know that. So from today, you better start knowing that when you have a dream, you need to pray about it. It might not have happened. It might not be happening, but thereafter, it might catch up with you. Because like mine took 7 months. Yeah. In these 7 months, you can imagine if I was praying against it. You want to tell me they would have managed to do what they did? No, I would have managed to destroy all the evil plans of the enemy. But I didn't know. I just continued with my normal life, with my normal prayers. But this particular one, I did not cancel it. So you were there. You have a dream that you don't know how to interpret. Nowadays, there are so many true prophets, true reverends. You can go online, try, listen to their teachings on dreams and vision, be able to understand when I dream with this, what does it mean? When I dream with this time, what does it mean? When I dream with this animal, what does it mean? When I dream with this and that, I need to understand. You need to know what every dream means, because every dream has a meaning. So make sure you go and find out, and also learn the people you need to talk to when you have a dream. Someone who can help you interpret that dream. And if you're not getting that person, if you think the dream is bad, cancel the plans. If you think the dream is good, ask God to manifest it to you, and He surely will. So that you need to know when to disconnect from trouble and when to connect to success. So, guys, I'm telling you out of learning the hard way. I don't want you to learn the hard way. Remember, we lost this famous singer called the Matthew. Remember the daughter, if you watched that clip, you remember the daughter said in the burial, few days before the dad had an accident, she had a dream. And in this dream, she saw her dad in flames of fire in an accident. She didn't pray about it. She did not know who to talk to. She kept quiet. Because like me, personally, I could have told my mom and should have been able to tell me, do this and that. You need to pray like this. Didn't know. I kept quiet. Because remember, the first voice told me that's just a normal dream. So I relaxed. So you also need to have someone you can consult when you have a dream, so that you'll be able to know, what does this really mean? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it what is happening? You need to know. You need to have someone to talk to. In this, another lesson I learned, like when we are investing in a business, you invest highly with the security, which I had and which I've always done. The security for our shops is always good, but this time it was an inside job. So, guys, you need to know your friends, you need to know who you are hanging out with, you need to know who you're telling what. You need to know who you're living with, be it in your home area where you live or in your work area. So that was a heavy lesson for me. And because later on I'll come to tell you who did all this and how did I find out. So stay tuned and thank you so much for watching. Yeah, make sure you learn from me. I learned the hard way. So make sure that you don't learn the hard way like I did. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share the video with your friends. Give me the likes and the comments also. I'm waiting, and thank you for watching, and share the video, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that in case I post a video, you're gonna get notified and you learn something. One or two, three things, I'll be glad. Whatever you learn. Thank you so much and God bless you. See you next time.